Okay, I hope that Philippines stays. I'm currently super sick right now. It's 2:38 a.m. and I'm not tired, so we're going to be getting ready for the new semester together. I got my Musa next in a dream, and we're gonna get through this together. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is put all my classes into Google Calendar, because in college I flipping live on Google Calendar too. Like, if I didn't have Google Calendar 10 minutes before telling me that I had class, I'd probably forget. And bless UC Berkeley's Berkeley time, which for those of you who don't know is like class starts 10 minutes later than it's labeled. So when I get the notification on my phone 10 minutes before my class is supposed to start, I actually have 20 minutes to get to class. And that's usually enough time. So also our classes start on a Tuesday, which I think is kind of odd. So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm pulling up the classes that I'm going to be taking next semester, and I have my Google Calendar pulled up, and I'm just gonna make it so that they show up weekly, and then I'm gonna also put in my exam dates and also dates for sure that I know I'll be having to do things for. So like, for example, I know for sure when spring break is gonna be, or like when dead week is gonna be, which is the week before finals when we don't have any classes. And I'll be notating things like that. Okay, I'm done with that, and next what I'm literally going to do is to pay my tuition. So let's do that to make sure I'm registered. And I guess the main thing I want to do before the semester starts is to think about goal setting and routine. I'm definitely a culprit of bed rotting. You know, wake up, Instagram reels before going to bed, Instagram reels, or like even when I have my laptop out, I just type like Instagram or like YouTube, and I just like scroll on YouTube shorts or like Instagram reels. And it's so bad for me because I'm not interested in any of the content I'm consuming. It's just wasting like my time that I could be doing other things. So basically I think what would help me is if I created some sort of routine that I can actively think about when I'm going to college. So in other words, goal setting. It's like my late New Year's resolution, but for the upcoming semester. So I'm literally gonna take my little notebook and write down everything that I want to carry into the new year. And like, as for right now, I guess I have an excuse to like sit in bed because I'm sick. But also I can do other things when I'm sick too. And not to feed into the mindset that you always have to be doing something, but I feel like bed rotting is not the move. Like, I could be reading instead, or doing some hobby that isn't like smoothing out my brain, you feel? So we're gonna sit here together and we're gonna brainstorm some things we want to bring to the new semester, and hopefully you'll feel motivated to do something similar if we're doing it together. So one thing for sure I want to bring into the new semester is I want to start going to the gym 5 times a week. That's Monday to Friday, and I want to do that in the morning before my classes, because I'm someone who loves morning showers because it just makes me feel like I'm out of my bed, I'm ready to go about my day. So if I go to the gym and I come back sweaty, then like probably gonna take a shower, I hope. So that'll motivate me to like shower at least. I love the mornings. The morning air makes me feel like I can do anything. It makes me feel like I have infinite power. If I wake up in the mornings, go to the gym, and then shower, I'm gonna feel like flipping Thanos with his whatever. Like, I'm gonna be undefeatable, right? Is it undefeatable? Yeah. If I wake up in the morning, then I'll have so many hours to do work. That would be like crazy. And that also leaves my weekends free to do other things. So it sets me up on my weekdays. I feel more productive, and on the weekends I feel like I can just relax, hang out with people. And that's something else I want to bring into the next semester is I want to be able to set aside time to just really lock in so that I can have like real fun later when I'm done with all my work. Because otherwise it feels like I'm constantly in a state of limbo, like scrolling on my phone, procrastinating on doing my assignment until like the day almost comes. So I'm gonna write down productivity on weekdays and fun time on weekends. I want to start reading. I like reading, I just don't do it. And that's really stupid. Like, it's the content people were consuming before there were electronics, and it's the content I was consuming before I had a phone or like a laptop. So I want to go back to that instead of rotting. If I'm gonna rot, I want to do it on paper. I don't know, is there science behind that? Don't quote me on that. And I want to start doing it as some sort of winding down hobby. Speaking of which, winding down at night is something that I've heard a lot of good things about for getting good rest, which is something I struggle with. That's another thing. Routine before bed, and also a routine sleep schedule. Because, like, I'm sure I'm not alone on this. In college, I just cannot, like, stop myself from staying up late to procrastinate on work and end up submitting my work at like 4 a.m. before school. So, and I know people in college always brag about it, like, oh, I stayed up until 4 a.m. submitting my work. Like that's on you. Like, you can work on combing out your schedule so you do that earlier in the day. And I know that, like, that's on me. So that's gonna be something I'm gonna be trying to fix in the upcoming semester. I'm gonna write sleeping at consistent time, bed leave, wind down routine. And I'm talking like at least develop some sort of bedtime routine so that when I start doing this like activity, I start associating it with the sleep that's gonna come. And I want to start sleeping before 12. Like, we should not be normalizing sleeping after midnight. Or like, I saw this thing on YouTube the other day, this one person I watched, she was like, we should normalize going out at 8 p.m. and being in bed before midnight. And that's so real. Especially because in Berkeley, when I was staying up late, I would always get hungry. And then everything in Berkeley closes by like 9 p.m. And there's like a few things that are open past 9. But I never, like, those are never the restaurants I want to go to, or like the snacks I want to get, or like the boba I want to get. Which is probably good because it probably saved me money. But it's like if I went out before that and then I got in bed, then I would be asleep and I would not be like craving food at odd hours. I just want to overall shift my schedule up. And this might be the last thing that I could think of, and it's to make time for my creative hobbies. Again, this goes back to like bed rotting. Like, when I'm by myself, I always just open an app and start scrolling. But I have so many creative hobbies that I want to pursue. Like, I learned sewing in the summer, and I want to I've been talking for too long. I want to continue practicing that. Or like, I love to draw, I love to paint. I bought canvases and paints last year and I used them like once and I didn't even finish one painting. I want to start making YouTube videos more. I love editing videos and being able to see the end result because I feel like it captures my life. I'm not sure anymore about my old videos because I watch those and I'm like, wow, I seem really like I seem like such an annoying person. But it's like cute because I can watch those again and think about the person I was back then. So I want to start making videos. Like, if I have time to watch 2 hours of reels, I have time to edit a video for 2 hours. And if I have 2 hours of bed rotting every single day for the entire week, that's 14 hours that I could use towards editing a video or painting something. Or there's a period of time when I wanted to make an art shop, and I still think that'd be so cool if I could actually just bring myself to do it. Maybe 2025 will be the year where I start pursuing my creative hobbies. And with that, I'm gonna write at least a video every other week on YouTube. And that is my goal. If I can do more than that, that would be great. If I do less than that, I'll be pretty angry at myself. I'll only be angry at myself if I use that time to rot in bed on my phone. I don't know, we'll check my screen time in the coming months to see if I actually make a change. But that's the goal that I'm gonna go for. And I also want to start making YouTube shorts. Like, I watch so many shorts. I would love to test out so many of those formats. Like, I love watching shorts. Why not make shorts, you know? I want to learn how to play the tenor sax. And I told myself this last year, and I always like reach high, I always make ambitions, and I never do it. So I want 2025 to be the year where I actually make a reel of something I say. Because I just threw it around. I just told people like, oh, I might start learning sax. And I watched a bunch of videos on it, and I researched where to get a sax in Berkeley. And I have all the information. I just need to actually go out, get a sax, and then start practicing and start learning. I want to learn. Like, I want to learn some new flipping shit in 2025. And I want it to be like physically satiated. I want to accomplish my goals so that at the end of 2025, I'll look back on myself and I'll be like, I did that because I just say things, I don't do it. Like, yeah, I've made this little list of things that I want to do, but I want to actually accomplish this. And I guess maybe this turned into more of like a my New Year's resolutions video. But I really sincerely hope I can actually accomplish my goals this year. And I want to be more, I know, I said last so many times. Oh, let me jot that down. I want to be more honest in my YouTube videos. I guess this is a more specific goal, but I feel like in the past when I've been making videos, I've always watched what other people say, and I've tried to emulate the way they talk or the way they edit or things like that. And I feel like if I'm gonna be making videos to look back on for myself to see who I am, like even if I'm gonna take inspiration from other people's video editing styles, which yeah, like I need to because I need to learn and I'm kind of an amateur in editing still, but like at least not stifle my personality because I think it'll get more views. Well, like what's the point if I'm doing it just for views? Like I just want to sit here in my room and talk to this silly little camera and be who I am. And if I'm gonna be editing this, like yeah, like I want to look back on it and see that I felt comfortable enough to act the way I wanted to on camera, or like the way that I am in real life. It's just so scary to look back on those videos and see the way I'm talking and like I really like switched that on for that video. I don't know. I guess to an extent you have to put yourself out there, but I just want to put a little more of myself into my videos and hopefully I'm able to accomplish this. 2025 will be the year of pursuing new hobbies, of actually accomplishing my goals, of a normal sleep schedule, I hope. I guess of finding my style in all things creative. This is getting repetitive. I hope your new semester goes well, and I guess I'll see you more frequently in the upcoming year. I hope. Alright. Peace out, brother.